I love my jokes. But when it comes to underwear, I think the movie Big Hero 6 has the absolute best underwear joke.
One pair lasts me 4 days. I go front, I go back, I go inside out, then I go front and back.
Wow, that is both disgusting and awesome.
Don't encourage him.
Welcome to the Dad Bod. And just for the record, no, I do not recycle my underwear like that. I know I'm about to get bombarded with comments saying, sure you don't. And the reason I know is because it's the exact type of comment I would put if I saw this video. Well, I can't say for 100% certainty because I myself have not yet seen this video. I'm still recording it. But, since you guys are watching this video, you got some free time, I say if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It takes just a second and it helps you get notified when I do the clothing, the grooming, the watch unboxing and reviews, as well as tips and tricks to help you elevate your style without buying a whole bunch of stuff that you're just going to end up never wearing because, maybe it doesn't fit right or it's not really your style. Shinesty, Shinesty, Shinesty. I had such high hopes for you. This is going to be my third and final video for Shinesty. I started with their subscription in October. I did the couple subscription box so that way I would get a pair for me and a pair for my fiance each month. You can get the single pair each month for $15 or you can get the 3-month prepay for $45. If you do the math, it's obviously not saving you anything, but you could do the yearly prepay for $159 and that actually does save you a little bit. For the couples, his and her pair, it's $25 per month. You can see the video for month 1 right here. We received the pumpkin pie pair. At the time, the only issue that I could really see was I selected mine to come with a fly opening and the pair that I received did not have a fly opening. That wasn't a big deal. The underwear was soft and it was very comfortable. It has what they call a ball hammock in the front with a pouch to allow a little bit of room for the goods. Having previously worn other pairs of underwear with the pouch for a video that I'm going to be doing in the future comparing different brands and types of pouches and hammock underwear, I found these ones to be one of the more comfortable pairs at first. The extra fabric in the front in addition to the pouch was the best part, less containment. After wearing them for a month, they still felt pretty good, but when I put on the second month's pair, I realized that my first pair wasn't as comfortable as the second pair. Also, the service from Shinesty wasn't as good. The first pair was charged and shipped with no problems. The second pair was charged properly, it was marked shipped, but they never actually attached a tracking label to them. A few weeks after they should have arrived, I reached out to the customer service and I was told that it was likely packaged properly, but then there was probably an issue with the label getting printed and put onto the packaging. So what they did was they allowed me to pick out a replacement pair, whichever one I wanted, and they sent it to me. Not free because I'd already paid for that month's subscription fee, but they did expedite the shipping for free since it should have arrived several weeks earlier. So this is the video for the second pair. It's the plaid ones with the mistletoe on the front. I know, a bit perverted, but we're all adults here. So these ones did have the fly opening, which made going to the bathroom a lot easier. By the time my third box was supposed to arrive, I had worn the first 2 pairs long enough to start seeing why they weren't as comfortable as when I first got them. So my fiance's pairs were just fine. She loved them and she absolutely still does. For me, the more that I wear them, the more that I have to wash them, of course. And with each wash, the area where the stitching is on the back becomes tighter and tighter. They originally sat properly on my waist, but now because the fabric around the stitching is getting so much tighter, they're low riders. I mean, I can't wear them for 5 minutes without feeling like a plumber. They won't stay at my waist. They're still just as soft, and the ball pouch area is still the best so far of the options that I've tried, in my opinion. But they keep sliding down to about halfway down my butt because the seam that's on the lower butt cheek, which I'll show you later on once I get these ones open, it just keeps getting tighter and tighter. So then, it was time for the third month's pair to arrive. Except when I log in, I see the same thing as I saw in the second month. It shows the order was processed, but the tracking button just takes me to the order information instead of the actual tracking information. I tried to reach out via the chat again, but this time it wasn't working. So I submitted a message to the customer service saying, hey, I'm seeing the same issues as I saw last month where there was an issue with the tracking, and asked if it was the same thing happening again this month so that way they can hopefully fix it and get me my underwear on time. A few days later, I received a message saying that it looks like my order glitched when it was renewed. Again, they didn't say the again part, I did. and it didn't ship out because of this issue again. However, this time, instead of resending the order, they just refunded me and canceled my subscription due to their inability to be able to fulfill my order. I'm going to say that again. They refunded my card, which means there was no issues with payment. And because they have failed the last 2 months in a row to process my order, they canceled my subscription. That's as stupid as if a grocery store were to say, well, we scanned each one of your items, the payment went through, but because the shopping cart has a jacked up wheel, we can't give you the items. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put them all back and refund you. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I logged back in to try to place just a single order and not the subscription order for the his and her pair that I was supposed to be getting, and they're out of stock. So instead I picked out this pair here. Should we open it up? So I have the tuxedo ball hammock underwear with the fly. So they didn't have the matching pair for her, so I got the closest that I could find. I just got her this plain black pair. So I did this for 2 reasons. One, the first reason is that she really likes the other ones that she's gotten so far, and because her underwear doesn't have nearly as many stitching and seams, she doesn't have the issues that are on the men's pair. And I got myself this pair because, I mean, seriously, tuxedo. I know the more that I wear them, the less comfortable they're going to be, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wear them sparingly, special occasions. And mostly, what good is an unboxing and review video if you have nothing to unbox? I know I told you a little bit ago that I was going to kind of go into a little bit more detail about the location of the stitching that I was having issues with. So it's kind of hard to see because it's an all black pair of underwear, but there's stitching that runs all the way down through here on both sides. And what it does is it holds the underwear closer to your butt, so that way everything stays on the front, right where it needs to be in the hammock. And in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos, the way that the hammock works is your stuff fits into here, just like that, and it keeps it all in place. But I digress. So what's happening is the seam on the back right here is getting tighter and tighter, so what it's doing is it's pulling the back of the underwear down on both sides, so the front's staying where it needs to, but the back does not. So I don't yet know what I'm going to pick as a replacement for this monthly box, but I do know that there's no point in continuing with Shinesty. Their underwear is very soft, but because of something in the construction process, it warps when it's washed and it ends up not being comfortable. So if you have any suggestions, just subscription boxes that you would like to see me do, put them in the comments below and I'll give it a look. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other videos. I've got lots. Made-to-measure suit reviews such as Oliver Wick's Indochino, with more to come. Made-to-measure clothing such as Hockerty and Woody's. Online clothing such as Paul Frederick. I've got several monthly watch subscription boxes such as Wrist Mafia, Gentleman's Box, Watch of the Month Club, and more. I've got tips to finding affordable suits and clothing, finding a cologne that best fits you without having to take out a loan to try out different ones, and even how-to videos for things like, tying a tie or folding pocket squares. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.